All right, let's get into it. You want to go out there and you want to build a 7-figure e-commerce brand, despite the fact that it's being 2022 and that dropshipping is pretty much completely outdated. That is if you're dropshipping from AliExpress and doing all the things that the gurus have taught you last year, this year, and the year before. Now I'm talking about a real brand. If that's your goal to build an actual long-term, full-on e-commerce brand that is going to make you anywhere from 6 to 8 figures, then you need to watch this entire video. But first, go ahead and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and smash that subscribe button if you want to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Okay, so let's get right into it. I broke this down into 8 simple steps. If you actually follow these 8 simple steps and you go in there and you create yourself a little checklist and you check each one of them, I can guarantee you that you'll walk out with an actual branded business. Now, can I actually guarantee you results? Probably not, because chances are you're probably just gonna watch this video and not take any action and not do anything with it. And if you're like 99.9% of the people out there, you're not looking to actually build a real brand. You're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or one of those gimmicky ways to kind of make small amounts of income for maybe a year or 6 months. However, if you are part of that 1% and you're part of those people that are willing to put in the work and invest time and effort into building a real branded business, then this video is actually going to benefit you a lot. And I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of you guys came back to me, whether it's on the DM, Instagram, emails, or even in the comments below this video. You're going to come back to me saying, wow, Peter, thank you for that video. You helped me with this, you helped me with that. Because it happens all the time, every single time I create a video like this one. Now, let's slow things down for a little bit, okay? Ezra Firestone, who owns one of those big box companies, I think he owns a company called like Judy Bloom or something like that, where he sells like cream for grandparents to kind of look younger. Anyways, he's done over $50 million in sales in a single year, and he said that people judge operations too early. It generally takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months to get a product, 3 to 6 months to get your tech skills stacked up, 3 to 6 months to start marketing, and then you have data, then you have information. Most people, if you're like the average people that are watching, these type of videos on YouTube, you probably judge it after 24 hours, and if you don't get results, you cry about it and you quit, or you call it a scam and you watch videos like CoffeeZilla's channel and things like that and say that e-commerce doesn't work and dropshipping is a scam. Well, guess what, guys? There's actually some truth to that, okay? I actually do agree with Ezra is saying. The old school way of doing things, when I say old school, that's in parentheses, is actually coming to an end, okay? And there's a reason why the gurus taught all that in 2016, 2017, 2018, even 2020, okay? 2021, you don't see it as much, but there's a reason why they teach that. Is because they want to be able to give you instant gratification. If they were to tell you that, hey, buy my course, it's $2,000, you're not gonna make money for a while because a business is a really hard thing to do, right? A business eats before you eat. A business celebrates its own birthday before you celebrate your own birthday, right? A business is a living entity. I always tell people that I didn't quit school because I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. I quit school because I wanted to work 24/7, right? That's a business. A business is a lifestyle. Entrepreneurship sucks. And you know what? People that are actually entrepreneurs love that it sucks. Anyways, let's not stir too far away from the subject, okay? The old school way of doing things are over. Facebook is getting onto things. They're slapping the heck out of people that are dropshipping gimmicky products from AliExpress. Merchant accounts are getting destroyed. If you're like me, you probably had $30,000 held up in your PayPal, or you're one of those people that had to work around Stripe and things like that. Or maybe you've had a bunch of different Facebook ads accounts like I have. I've been on TeamViewer just to use Facebook ads off people that I've never even met before on different parts of the world and different parts of the country. TeamViewer, okay? So it's been a long road. I've eventually had to quit dropshipping completely and went straight into print on demand, and then from there I had to even go further a step ahead and go out of my way to get inventory, and I either sold the products or shipped the products, I should say, straight from my house. I turned a section of my house into a small little mini warehouse for myself, or I went in there and got my products into a 3PL or an Amazon, which we're going to get into the steps in a second, okay? But I just wanted to let you guys know that this stuff ain't easy and it's not for the weak. If you're one of those people, you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, go watch some other viral video on YouTube about how someone made $90K in a month, okay? This video is going to be hard work, and it's going to be something you might not even like. And if you do make it to the very end, I salute you, because you're probably going to be part of that 1% that actually succeeds with e-commerce. All right, let's get into it. Step number 1, you got to find a product that you want to sell. It's really that simple, okay? And I'm telling you, when you find a product that you want to sell, you don't want to go in there and just get a bunch of products, slap it onto your Shopify store, and start testing things from AliExpress until one starts to sell. I know a lot of gurus are teaching that, and a lot of gurus, believe it or not, even the ones that make a bunch of money, are still preaching this because they don't want you to go out there to create an entire full-on brand before testing. But I actually advise against that, because for beginners to actually go in there and test and hope that they find a really good product, it's really low percentage. Okay, so here's what you do instead. Okay, first of all, you need to identify your own niche or your own subject that you want to dive into. Okay, I like to break this down into like 3 little mini categories. Ask yourself, is it lucrative? Is the niche that you're going into or the product you want to sell lucrative? Does it have a problem that it could solve? And is the people that want to buy this product passionate about that niche or that subject or that product? Okay, let me explain to you why. Okay, it needs to be lucrative because you need to make money. Self-explanatory, right? The profits that you generate is going to help you scale. The profits you generate is going to help you improve your products and services. The products you generate is going to help you serve more people and reach more people. Plain and simple. It needs to solve a problem. Why? I like products that solve a problem because it's simple. Okay, we as entrepreneurs are actually problem solvers, right? We don't make a penny at the expense of other people. We make money at the service of other people. So we make money based off the problems that we solve and its demand in the marketplace. Therefore, your product should solve some sort of a problem. Long-term success in businesses usually make money at the service, not at the expense of other people. Now, why did I say, is it something that has a passion? Okay, specifically, if you're a beginner, I would say choose something that you personally are passionate about, because I like that. I like to tell that to beginners especially, right? Because intermediate or advanced marketers can get away with this stuff, but beginners, it's a lot easier when you're emotionally invested into the business, and it's better if you're emotionally invested into your passion, right? That way it's almost like you're not really working, you're kind of just doing something that you actually love to do anyways. Okay, they say that if you work hard for something you hate, it's called hard work, stress, right? But if you work hard for something you love, they call it passion. So if you love what you do, then every single day for the rest of your life, you're never really working, you're just doing something you're passionate about. So based on these 3 principles, lucrativeness, right? Is it lucrative? Does it solve a problem? And hey, is it passionate, right? Are people passionately into it? If your product or service or your niche fills in these 3 topics, then it's something that you should go and dive into. Okay, when you go in there and you find a product, I like to do the most is go reverse engineer products in your specific niche or products that you love. Then after you isolate products that you love or products that are in your niche or product that you feel needs to be created, any of those 3, right? You want to isolate and ask yourself the question, is it lucrative? Does it solve a problem? Is it passionate? And then from there, you reverse engineer all the issues that product has in terms of the negative comments, the negative reviews, and you want to buy that product, check out their funnel, and you want to make sure you look at their packaging, look at their marketing, look at their email sequences, look at their SMS, do an entire reverse engineering of their product and their service and their brand. And what you want to do is you want to replicate it, but make it better, make it your own, market it better, out-brand them, and out-provide for them, out-service them, right? Out-serve your customers better than they can serve their customers. And you do that by creating a better product and a better service and a better brand. That's a great way to start, because then you're jumping into something that's already lucrative, you're jumping into something that already solves a problem, and you're jumping into something that there's already a passion there. Second step number 2, you want to go out there and you want to find packaging ideas. Now I want you to imagine what your customers are going to look like when they unbox your product, right? Imagine what their unboxing videos are going to look like. Imagine the excitement that they'll have. Really think about the customer experience. It's important because chances are your competition may or may not put that much emphasis into this. And if you can outperform your competition in the sense, you're probably going to do a lot better than they are. Okay, think of this like the kicker card in poker. Okay, if you and your competition are even a heads up, you're going to beat them with better packaging. Therefore, you have the kicker card. It actually helps a lot. Okay, when I play poker, I actually lose a lot because of the stupid kicker card. but it happens, right? It helps a lot. This is why companies like Apple spend so much time on packaging. They spend so much time and energy on it. A lot of companies out there spend a lot of time on packaging, and I don't necessarily mean you have to have the prettiest packaging. I just mean your packaging and your brand identity need to be congruent. Kind of like how we always know that orange box and that check sign is a Nike product, or we know that that teal color Tiffany box is a Tiffany's product, right? They have their own brand identity. They have their own uniqueness to their products and their packaging. Okay. Number 3, find a supplier that can get you a sample of your ideal product or your ideal packaging. Okay, and how you do that is I would first go into Upwork and I would go in there and come up with a design. Get a 3D designer. It should cost you maybe $100, $50. They're gonna come up with an idea of your product, right? Packaging idea, whatever the product is. They can make a mold of it, and then you can send that to your supplier or manufacturer. It could be a local USA supplier or manufacturer, right? If you want to just type in locally, that way you can actually go visit the manufacturer, or it could be someone from Alibaba, which you can get an agent and they can actually do all the work for you. Then you want to get the products, okay? Which brings me to step number 4. This is after step number 4 applies after you're done with step number 3, which is you getting a free sample. It doesn't have to be free. You can pay for, I actually pay $100 for my my sample product because they shipped it over from China and it took them like a week because they put it on an airplane. So you can check out your product, give them the green light, and they're gonna ship the products. Or after you give them the green light, they're going to manufacture the products for you, okay? Which brings me to step number 4. Okay, step number 4 is to get the products into the USA. Usually the minimum order quantity, right, or MOQ for short, is around 500 to 1,000. You can actually get it as low as 300 though, depending on your products and service, or like kind of like what you're trying to make. But you have to order these in bulk. Okay, and I would get them over to the USA. Get them to, or it doesn't have to be the USA, it just needs to be wherever either you are or wherever you're trying to sell the product, and put it into a 3PL in the location of where you're trying to sell the product. In my case, I live in the USA. First thing I usually do is I get them into my house, and I have a little mini warehouse in the back of my house, or it's attached to it, and I ship the products from there, okay? In-house, completely in-house. When I do that, right, and I feel that the product is able to scale, then I start buying more and more in bulk, and then I get it into a 3PL, or I get it over to Amazon FBA. Now, what is a 3PL and what is Amazon FBA? Common sense, okay? 3PL just stands for third-party logistics. Third-party logistics is pretty much a warehouse somewhere near you, hopefully, right? Hopefully it's near you. That way you can go in there and check it out. But then what they do is they usually just carry a bunch of products from different people. And then when someone orders a product from your store should have an app that can trigger to the 3PL company. And the 3PL can then look at the app, know where your customer lives, package your stuff, put all the stuff into it with your custom packaging, whatever, and then ship it to your customer. It's usually what a 3PL would do. Amazon FBA is pretty much the same thing. It's just the company of Amazon. Okay, you can use places like Dollar Fulfillment. You need to get an app called ShipStation. You can do CJ Dropshipping. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. I would contact your local 3PL if you live near like the city, like I do. If not, do these in-house yourself. Okay, I know guys that have scaled up to $5 million that have done this all completely in-house themselves. So swallow your pride, put in the grunt work, hire people, hire your cousins, your little nephews, hire some people. You can do this yourself if you want. Okay. Step number 5. Okay, come up with ads and creatives for your product. This is something a lot of people neglect. When you get the products, right? Even if you want to do this with your sample products, but when you get the products, I would ship them to different videographers, 3 or 4 of them, test different ones out. Have them take a bunch of pictures of your products. Have them take a bunch of videos of your product. You yourself can learn videography or photography, right? Photography? I don't know how to say it, but you yourself can do that, right? Take pictures of it yourself. What I usually do is I usually send a bunch of my products out to a bunch of different micro influencers, either on Instagram or TikTok, and I have them send me videos and pictures of them using or leveraging my products. That way I can use those not only for ads, but for testimonials, reviews, to kind of show liveliness within the brand new brand or the brand new store or the brand new product that you're trying to sell in your existing store. Okay, from there, you can also use those creatives that these people, micro influencers, have created for you, in addition to the ones that the professional videographers created for you. Use that as ads as well. Run traffic to those creatives. Okay, This is something that's really important. Do not neglect this. I know someone, I personally have a friend that runs a company. I don't know how many millions of dollars they do every single month, but it's an apparel company. But they spend $5,000 a month hiring videographers and photographers just to take pictures of their apparel with different models and things like that. They literally spend $5K a month. And then I asked them, like, that's ridiculous. Why would you spend $5,000 a month on creatives like that? Especially when you can just get a designer to kind of make you like kind of more gimmicky ones. But he said he thought it was overpriced too for $5K, but when he realized how much cheaper the ads cost was going to be, because he paid the extra $5K up front for different creatives, he said it's absolutely worth it. And regardless of what you do, this has to be done if you want to exist in today's game. Step number 6 is actually the part that most gurus talk about, but notice that I did steps 1 through 5 before even talking about number 6. Number 6 is pretty much you build your store, you get the pixels set up in your store, you get the apps set up, okay? I would be sure to get things like SMS, email marketing. This is actually where all the fun kind of starts to begin, but it's something that I don't want you guys to, if you don't have the fundamentals down, then this stuff doesn't really work. It's the most talked about step because it brings in the most dopamine, right? It's the most sexiest sounding, like, oh, Facebook ads, $8,000 a day, it sounds the coolest. But really, if you have everything set up from 1 through 5 and you set it up properly, step number 6 is not that difficult, okay? It's more about scaling out to different channels than it is about scaling up into a single channel, okay? Remember that the theme of your store has to have your product, logo, your brand, everything has to match. You have to have a really clear slogan and a brand message, kind of like a mission statement, if you will. Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Think differently is Apple. Nike, just do it. Okay, there's a bunch of things like that, little things. I'm skipping a lot of little micro steps within these big steps because this is just a YouTube video. It's not a full-on 30 video class, but you guys get what I'm talking about, okay? So let's move on to step number 7, which is actually promoting the heck out of your products and services, okay? Many ways you can promote this besides just the traditional Facebook ads and Instagram ads, okay? One of the ways, I'm gonna run through these real quick because this video is already getting kind of long, but pretty much what you want to do is you can do influencers. We talked about micro influencers a second ago. You can do affiliate marketing with these influencers, as in you give them a kickback of a percentage of every product that they sell, give them a coupon code, and they'll promote the heck out of it for you, instead of you having to go in there and manage and track how much money, if you pay them $1,000, did you get $1,000 back in revenue? Instead of doing that, just give them an affiliate link, give them a coupon code, and for each one they sell, you give them a piece of the pie, right? Much more simpler. You can do TikTok ads, right? Which is hot right now, especially for cheaper products, right? Lower ticket items. I haven't seen anyone have success with it with higher ticket items yet, but lower ticket items, this could help, right? You can have a personal brand, right? You can attach yourself to an individual's personal brand, which is kind of like affiliate marketing or influencer marketing. But you can also do Amazon and Etsy, list your products on those 2 sites, see if you can get some traction, run ads through those sites, right? See if you can get some traction. The problem with that is I know Amazon and Etsy could be stingy with like emails and stuff like that, right? Giving you the actual customer data, but that's no problem, right? Free sales are free sales, right? Obviously, traditional Facebook ads, Instagram ads would work. Snapchat ads would definitely work. Don't neglect the story ads, IG story, Facebook stories, things like that. Those definitely work. You want to get Google ads and Google shopping ads of your competitors. That way, if people search for your competitors, your ads show up. If you're, you can also do YouTube ads, right? If you're creating content, YouTube ads will work like magic, right? Especially if you're creating content for YouTube. Don't forget to go heavy on email marketing, SMS, okay, and remarketing, because that's much more powerful. That's going to be more powerful these days, especially if you start to scale throughout different networks, okay, different social networks. And step number 8 is the last one. Pretty much all you do is you rinse and repeat by dropping a new product in your brand. Go out there, create a new product, get a mold, get a sample, get it manufactured, get it over to the US, get some creatives for it, start selling it. Same exact thing. Number 8, rinse and repeat, build yourself a new brand if you want, and sell your company if you want. You're going to make much more money from your company now that you have inventory and you have a real business, okay, it's going to be worth like 4 or 5x more than a regular dropshipping business. And that's pretty much it. Steps 1 through 8. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys get some value out of it. And let me know in the question or in the comments below. Drop a question if you like. Let me know if you have any type of additional information, anything I was missing, or any type of, you know, information, or let me know what you thought of this video. If I sucked, if I was good, maybe it was bad. All right, that's it. Check out my other videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like my video, and I hope you guys enjoy.